Mother Teresa, born Agnes Goja Boyajiu, was born in the Ottoman Empire on August 26, 1910. But she recognizes the day she was baptized as her real birthday. Mother Teresa was raised in a devout Christian family, and from a young age she was very interested in missionary work. Around the age of 12, she had become convinced that she could commit herself to religious life. Mother Teresa prayed every day and soon realized what she wanted to do with her life. At the age of 18, she left home to join the Sisters of Loretto in Ireland, where she had the thought of becoming a missionary. A year later, she went to India with her convent and started teaching school children. While in India, she learned Bengali and soon took her first vows as a nun. This is where she got her new name, Mother Teresa. She was later moved to Calcutta, where she taught at an all-girls school. She dedicated herself to alleviating the girls' poverty through their education. Even though Mother Teresa loved teaching the girls at her school, she had another calling from God. This new call was to help the poorest of the poor and leave her convent and create an organization to help the poor and sick. She could not leave without official permission. She later gained permission from the local archbishop to pursue her new calling. After 6 months of medical training, Mother Teresa finally went out to aid the neglected, hurt, poor, and sick. She was later joined by other young women. Her first year was very hard, but she finally got back up on her feet and received permission from the Vatican. She was allowed to create her own organization. The Missionaries of Charity was created to help the hungry, the naked, the homeless, the crippled, the blind, the lepers, and all of those people who feel unwanted, unloved, and uncared for throughout society. Her organization kept growing, and many people came to volunteer. She provided care for anyone and everyone who needed it. Everyone who was sent there was given great medical treatment and was able to die happily. Mother Teresa grew greatly popular. She traveled around the world and created more and more houses of charity. She was soon recognized by the Pope, where he bestowed the decree of praise upon the missionaries of charity. During this time, Mother Teresa was recognized with many awards. One of the greatest prizes she won was the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979, honoring her work with the poorest of the poor and other people around the world. Mother Teresa had a special relationship with God. She did not talk to him, she just listened to what he said. Throughout Mother Teresa's career, she experienced some of the most tragic things, but she knew what she was doing was for the good. Her prayer life was characterized by her daily prayer and her prayer for others and the wanting for others to pray and to get closer with God, because she knew how great He is and how much He can help people. Mother Teresa wrote about her struggles and her great accomplishments in life. Mother Teresa's writings were important and inspirational to many people. She would write almost every single day in her journal, and later in her life, she started writing an actual book about herself. Her writings were characterized by her life experiences and struggles she faced. Mother Teresa was an overall great woman. She had a great calling from God at a very young age, and she dedicated her life to people who she did not know and put herself completely last because that was her calling from God. Prayer of Mother Teresa. Dear Jesus, help us to spread your fragrance everywhere we go. Flood our souls with your spirit and life. Penetrate and possess our whole being so utterly that our lives may only be a radiance of yours. Shine through us and be so in us that every person we should come in contact with may feel your presence in our soul. Let them look up and see no longer us, but only Jesus. Stay with us, and then we shall begin to shine as you shine, so to shine as to be a light to others. The light, Jesus, will be all from you. None of it will be ours. It will be you shining on others through us. Let us thus praise you in the way you love best, by shining on those around us. Let us preach you without preaching, not by words, but by our example, by the catching force, the sympathetic influence of what we do. the evident fullness of the love our hearts bear for you. Amen.